say or know was how many more lives would become impacted by that fatal day. I would soon find out that I, Alice Johnson, would be one of them. A few weeks after September 11, 2001, the reality of a less secure world and a devastating disaster hit home for me. My boss told us all that he would have to close the doors and let us all go. My roommate also worked there with me. This news scared both of us, as we were both pre-op transsexuals. The prospect of finding a job for many people after 9/11 looked grim at best. But for two transsexuals in Georgia, prospects look grim even in best of times. Discrimination runs rampant and is even seen as acceptable by most politicians and employers in the state when it comes to LGBT people. Drawing unemployment was how my roommate and I had to survive. I have learned over the years that out of the entire human race, transgender people seem to be considered the most disposable in society. And yet we have a lot to offer if someone would give us a chance. Over the next several months, my roommate and I applied for hundreds of jobs. But as soon as they found out or guessed that we were transsexuals, all bets were off. Even when we got the sacred second interview, we would be told things like, "You're overqualified," or "We'll call you," or "Well, we have other applicants to interview." What they really wanted to say was, "Get your faggot ass out of my office." I would have accepted that much better than their lies and deceit. The time came when my roommate and I had to move out of our apartment and put our things in storage. We still had some weeks left on our unemployment, so that would help us a little. I planned on moving in with a friend, and my roommate decided to see if Iowa would provide for better opportunities than Georgia. People I had helped in the past rejected me. The transgender community in Georgia turned their backs on me. I lost my job and had no prospects, and I would have to rely on the kindness of a person I hadn't known very long. My roommate and I hugged and then parted ways. The woman I moved in with had a very interesting profession. She was a madam at an established bordello in the Atlanta area. At first, I survived by doing computer work and helping the bordello's computer system stay running. I also helped maintain their security system and elaborate cameras. It felt satisfying for a while, but I wasn't making enough money to get by. Something else needed to be done. I continued applying for jobs in the computer industry, but they were getting harder to find, even a year after 9/11. The odd jobs I did find to keep me in money, the odd jobs I did couldn't keep me in money, so I began doing something I never thought I would ever do. I started working at the bordello as a hooker. I didn't enjoy it, but the customers found it intriguing to have sex with a real-life transsexual. The money was better than nothing. However, the novelty of having sex with a transsexual soon wore off, and the regulars and men stopped asking for me. My personal relationships with the madam also began to deteriorate. One day, after a heated argument, she threw me out of the house. Luckily, another friend took me in and tried to help me find a job. That never went anywhere. I began feeling hopeless and alone. Many of my friends had either stopped calling or turned their backs on me. I heard from my old roommate that she got training as a truck driver and found work with a large carrier. She tried to talk me into going to the same business, but I could never picture myself as a truck driver. Not too long after moving in with my friend, he had to move and I couldn't stay there any longer. In December 2002, I realized I would soon become homeless for the first time in my life. The prospect of being homeless frightened me. Why is this happening to me, I asked. I didn't ask to be a transsexual. I didn't have a choice. Then why are people treating me so badly? I felt truly alone. No place to go, no friends, no hope, only despair. I can do many jobs, but no one will hire me because I'm a transsexual. Where can I turn to? The last chance I had was to see if a homeless shelter would take me. I began calling around to the women's shelters in Atlanta, but I had to be upfront with them each time. I was told that as a pre-op transsexual, I wouldn't be accepted into their facility. I called a few men's shelters to see what they could tell me, and they said that they would accept me only if I presented as a man. They wanted me to deny my identity and lie to them and myself before I would be accepted. Even then, I could easily become a victim of rape or violence once they found out I was transsexual. My options had run out. My friend gave me access to his computer one last time, so I put an automatic message on my Yahoo email address. The message said, "I will soon become homeless, and since homeless shelters won't take in transsexuals, I'm gone. Where is my family? They have abandoned me. Where are all my friends? What friends?" The transgender community here in Georgia never wanted to help me. I didn't fit their narrow viewpoint of what a transsexual is supposed to properly do to transition. Others who still say they're my friends are either gone or in a situation no better than mine. Is this what I have left after all the things that I have been through? Nothing? I was safer in Iraq during Desert Storm. At least I was treated better there. My car still worked, just barely. I have only one thing to do. Time for a road trip. After driving for 45 minutes, I arrived at my destination, the Chattahoochee River. My jacket kept me from freezing. I could hear the water moving and the moonlight reflected off the ripples. No one else would have dared to be out at night like this, but I had a plan. As I unwrapped the towel, I revealed my one last true friend, my trusty 357 Smith & Wesson. I felt its cold steel and its well-balanced weight in my hand. Out of everything I gave up in the last 15 months, I could never part with my 357. Now it has become my last piece of pleasure in this lonely, miserable life. Why am I a transsexual? I screamed. The trees dampened my voice. Why am I a transsexual? I whispered. I got no answers. Tears flowed from my eyes as I cocked the hammer. All I wanted to do was live my life as me. My 357 seemed lighter now. I didn't ask for this life. I lifted the gun. I just wanted to live. I felt the cold steel barrel pressing against my temple, but they wouldn't let me. My hand shook and I lowered the pistol. This is what they wanted me to do. I raised the 357 once more. They're getting their wish. My finger tightened around the trigger. On December 17, 2002, Alice was found along the Chattahoochee River with a 357 slug had shattered her skull. This happened 2 years after the city of Atlanta had passed a non-discrimination law that covered transgender people and included all public accommodations, including homeless shelters. Not only did the homeless shelter break the law and fail to help her, but so did the rest of society. Alice was my friend.